Welcome back once again, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on where you're listening to us from, you're welcome. If this is your first time listening to this wonderful channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. And that one day very important. So anytime we will get to one good news, we land our doorstep, you will be the first to be notified. Now people who don't carry come again, no be small thing on Hanes and Debo on Nito. Now they don't carry come again. They say Ndiwo may support Tinubu in 2027 if Anambra is released. Now Ohanes and Debo then talk this one. So if they release Anambra, now me say they fit support Tinubu in 2027. The Ohanes and Debo worldwide has stated that Ndiwo may vote for President Bola Tinubu in 2027 if he frees the detained leader of the indigenous people, Mazi Nnamdi. Okay, Chukwu Isi Guzoro, the fractional Secretary General for Ohanes and Debo, said this in a statement on Monday. Yes, and I don't hear who talk am now. They say, yes, they still get statements on Monday. I watching them talk. Now when in talk am, and okay, Chukwu Isi Guzoro, according to him, the unconditional release of the IPOB leader would completely bury the widely held views that the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) hates the Igbo ethnic nationality. The ex-Ohanese youth leader admonished the government in initiate a genuine and all-executive in-exclusive truce involving the detained IPOB leader and critical stakeholders in order to address the insecurity in the southeast. He said, "We emphasize that the effects of Nnamdi Kanu's release will gradually diminish the rising popularity of both Peter Obi and Simon Ekpa in southeast. Additionally, from a security perspective, Simon Ekpa's destructive activities and terrorist tendencies in the southeast will be consigned in the annals of history." Isi Guzoro urged the president to consider Kanu's unconditional release. "We are sure that Igbo ethnic nationality stands behind him, and we trust that he will handle this matter with utmost care and consideration," he added. Una don hear wetin Ohanes and Igbo dem talk. Dem say dem go fit vote for Tinubu in 2027 if to say in release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and say dem dey believe say in go release am. Yes, na wetin dem talk. Say dem know say if he release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that one dey very important. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very very important. We be say say don too dey for that detention since 2-1, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been under the DSS solitary confinement. Yes, it don't be under the detention solitary confinement, and say that one it don't today there, and one or two wahala still they happen. But wonderful people, without taking much of the time, and we still get another news that we say I want share with you now. And before they say before that one Godi Ohanes and Debo don't they urge Oga Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At least they use that one as Christmas gift. So now the best Christmas gift where Ingo offered Southeast be that too. But for my people then talk say Anambra civil defense officers brutalized journalists after attending after rally, and they say you are part of Nigeria's problem. In a shocking incident that unfolded on Saturday in Akwa Ibom, the capital of Anambra State, over 10 officials of Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps officials launched a brutal attack on journalist Uzunna Okafor, accusing the media of being part of Nigeria's problems. It was gathered that the journalist was in the same bus with the civil defense officers who were conveying together with him from Akwa Ibom to the venue of the Anambra South Rally of the Soludo Ambassador, which held at Nnewi. while the same boss provided the organizers of the event also conveyed them back to Akwa Ibom. Recounting the harrowing experience, the journalist who said the officials had earlier complained of hunger and frustration on their way back from this rally said the trouble started when he wanted to alight at the Unizik Junction, Akwa Ibom, from the bus that was conveying them. He said after he severally informed and reminded the driver that he would alight at the Unizik Junction, which he ignored on the instruction of the civil defense officers, who insisted that everybody must remain in the bus and follow them to the very last bus stop to stop where themselves would alight. He said it was until he spoke with a loud voice before some other civil defense officials and some attendants of the rally in the same bus then told the driver to stop him to alight. According to him, what followed was an appalling display of aggression. Narrating further, he said when he alighted, he could not see his second phone, which fell out inside the bus when the driver was on a high speed. However, according to him, as he was informing them that his phone fell off inside the bus and that he would want to pick it, the aggressive civil defense officers ordered the driver to zoom off without listening to him. He said as he was stretching his hand to request for the phone from the person who volunteered to pick it for him, one of the civil defense officials attached to the Akwa Ibom Capital Territory Development Authority callously ordered the driver to speed off and then ferociously jammed the door of the bus, leaving him with several hand injuries caused by the forceful and unexpected locking of the bus door. Okafor, who was in severe pain, said he had no other option but to board another commercial transport to go to the place where the civil defense officers said would be the last bus stop. According to him, when he got there, he was sought an explanation from the particular officer from his action. The situation escalated further and aggravated to a chaos as the officers began questioning him back on what gave the boldness to ask him such questions as a uniformed and armed man. He said while the civil defense officer began to raise his voice at him, he also cocked his gun, while the police, numbering about 11, rushed out and rationally descends on him, physically assaulting him, kicking and maniacally hitting him with gun heads. Okafor said some of the defense officers also cocked their gun and even threatened to shoot him while beating him up. But for the pleas of some other people who were there witnessing what was happening, he said the civil defense officers also accused Nigerian journalists of being major part of Nigeria's problem, while themselves stand and suffer under the sun to protect the country and her citizens. According to the journalist, it took the intervention of Mr. Osi Onuko, the managing director of Akwa Ibom Capital Territory Development Authority, to quell the violence. Despite Okafor eventually retrieving his phone and receiving an apology from Onuko, the civil defense officer continued threatening him, vowing to track him and further deal with him. He said the officers further boasted that no one could stop them from unleashing their mayhem on him, as anyone who would attempt to do so should first care for their welfare before advising them. The journalist, left with injuries, is currently seeking medical attention, as at the time he recounted his ordeal to our correspondent. Una dey hear am so dem say and dem brutalize a journalist person wey and them dey inside bus, they go for rally, they brutalize am just because him talk say him go comot for here. They no hear wetin him talk. They just carry that anger for mind. You know, say if person dey carry something for mind for you, him go dey behave strange, and na wetin happen. Then at the end of the day, and they brutalized him. He was injured. He went home injured. But wonderful people, now here we go cut am for now. Abeg, give me a first time wey dey listen to this wonderful channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share.